Hello, I'm Adrienne Ross. And of course, this is the Adrienne Ross Show where sports and culture connect. Now, I recently did a video about Kelsey Mitchell appearing on Erica Wheeler's new podcast called Easy Buckets. I said I wasn't done with it because I wanted to kind of chunk some things. Sometimes it's just better that way instead of throwing everything in, kind of take things piece by piece. So this is a piece that I know if you watch that interview, you took note of this one thing. I'm going to put the link in the description of this video so you can check it out if you haven't. There were so many good things in that video. But the thing that I know stood out to you, and I even saw comments about it, and that is when, well, let me just show you, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, WNBA GOAT.
Ooh.
Hurt my heart. Because like I was around like at a time where like basketball was constantly starting to get like noticed. Like I ain't see my immortal even like damn, like who is, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I need to hear what you want to say.
So like, and then like my mom put me on Game of like your Sheryl Swoopes and all that. I'm like, man, I got a chance to go back and watch who Sheryl Swoopes was. I'm like, damn, they all, oh man.
Come on. You contemplating and you stalling.
It's hard to say right
you
now.
You need your shoes.
Cheryl was amazing though.
You gonna go Cheryl?
Cheryl was amazing.
Shout out to Cheryl. Hey, shout out to Cheryl, man. We hey,
Cheryl Swoopes was
eat good, rock with you. I love you, baby. Keep doing what you're doing, baby.
We love you, Cheryl.
Now, because I know those of you who regularly rock with the Adrienne Ross Show, because I know you, I know you're going, oh, why she go and say that? I even saw a comment where somebody was like, I wonder if there was some kind of subliminal message. It was something like that. And that was the reason why she said it. And so when people hear Sheryl Swoopes, I mean, there's always somebody in the comments who say things like, we just need to stop talking about her so she can go away. She's not going away. She's not going away. She's a legend. And it's interesting to me because whenever someone says Sheryl Swoopes is a legend, there are different kinds of reactions, but there's one person that I've heard when he says, oh, she's supposed to be some kind of legend, but I don't know. But, he's not somebody who's watched women's basketball. He's come along lately and he is aware of the friction. If that's, it's one way of saying it, between Sheryl Swoopes and some of Caitlin Clark's fans. And so he's always kind of like downplaying her being a legend and stuff. And, and as much as I'm not pleased with Sheryl Swoopes at this point, she's a legend. And if you've ever seen her play the game, man, you have to, you can't deny that. It's the thing about it is that when I hear that, first of all, she's saying like she's young, really. I mean, Kelsey Mitchell is young. She's not a rookie, but she's young. So she's just like, I didn't even watch Maya Moore in her time, but being able to see some clips, and she's like, that my mom put me on the Sheryl Swoopes, and I'm just like, So her saying Sheryl Swoopes just kind of makes me a little bit sad. It kind of makes me sigh, but probably not for the reasons you think. Not just because she's been way out there lately and because she took me to task on social media, not because of that, although that was a shock. Like I hardly ever really get down on social media or anything like that. And I posted some little harmless thing that got back to Cheryl. If you've been around for a while, you saw it when she came after me, and I'm so not dialed in. I didn't even know. I found out like a week later, maybe. I'm like, oh, sweat, Sheryl Swoopes. Anyway, so it's not because I'm like, yo, why you giving her some love? Or, oh, I'm going to say this. First of all, as far as I'm concerned, Sheryl Swoopes is not the GOAT. Cynthia Cooper will always be the GOAT as far as I'm concerned. At least right now, she's the GOAT. I mean, the two of them obviously played together along with Tina Thompson, the big three, the first 4 championships in the history of the WNBA, just absolutely unstoppable. Don't forget Kim Perrott, the point guard, who then passed away. during their third championship run. Very, very sad. Kim Perrott was the one that drew my attention to the Houston Comets, but we're going way, way back. Cynthia Cooper, none like her, just complete class, hard work, appreciated this league. Loved that she got an opportunity to come back home after being in Italy, playing overseas for so long. She just was humble with it, very grateful, very vocal about her faith and her appreciation for the opportunities that she was given to play in this country, though she had been balling out. And she went to USC, played with Cheryl Miller. So why do I sigh? Why does it make me sad? It's not because I find Cynthia Cooper, she didn't say Cynthia Cooper. It's because I feel like Sheryl Swoopes, who was amazing, that she has done herself such a disservice, so that when Kelsey Mitchell gets asked that question, everybody wants to hear, who's she going to say? She going to say Diana Taurasi? Is she going to say Maya Moore? Is she going to say Lisa Leslie? Who's she going to say? And then she settles and says, okay, all right, I got it. It's Sheryl Swoopes. And it makes me sort of sad, because either people are like, whatever, and they don't want to hear it because of what Sheryl Swoopes has done to herself, or people are just like, they blast her. Again, it just brings back what Sheryl Swoopes has done. By her legacy should be about what Kelsey Mitchell says right there. Her legacy should be about how hard she played, what she did in college at Texas Tech, what she's done in the WNBA as an Olympian. That should be her legacy. But because of the stuff, whatever her issue is with Caitlin Clark, whatever the reason is for her getting stuff twisted as far as facts are concerned, and then even after that, and her acknowledging that, at least to Caitlin, from what we understand, still not wanting to give her her due. And whatever the reason is, it has tainted her legacy. Guys, I have heard so many people say that they didn't watch women's basketball, or they left women's basketball, as I had done, and then they came back. But let's talk about the people who were not aware of some of the greats of the game. I've heard them say that because of Caitlin Clark, they not only begin to learn about the current WNBA players, but it made them want to learn about the ones who came before Caitlin, because we were hearing about, she broke this record and this. Every time you turn around, every time she steps on the court, she broke another record. Okay, she broke Tisha Pennicherio's assist record. Hard to say. I want to say Tisha Cheerios. Tisha Pennicherio's. She broke her record. She's done so many things. And so I've heard people say, I remember the first time I heard this comment, he said, now that I know what she's doing, Caitlin is doing, it's now making me interested in the ones who came before, whose records she has broken. And now I want to look into them. That's the Caitlin Clark effect. But because of Sheryl Swoopes and the way she has presented herself, where Caitlin Clark is concerned, either saying bogus stuff or just being totally silent and not saying anything, she has seemed so adversarial where Caitlin Clark is concerned. It makes people not want to do what other people have said they wanted to do, which is get to know about them also. It's turned people off, and it has tainted her legacy, so that now when you hear, oh, Sheryl Swoopes is the GOAT, people are like, why is she saying that? Or she ain't no real legend, or she's done it to herself and she hasn't really backtracked. And people, I mean, I've seen videos out there where people are just like, the videos are about, what is her deal with this Caitlin Clark thing? I just find it sad. Someone who played so well and has accomplished so much, she should be one of the ones we're going, yeah, look how she's supporting these young ones coming up, including Caitlin Clark. Like when Cynthia Cooper went to the game where in Dallas, where CC and the Fever played Dallas, and you saw Cynthia Cooper, and she was just like, Caitlin Clark's making everybody better. She's like, she's making me better, and I'm over here in the stands, you know. And she spoke well of Arike, and she just was so gracious, and people are like, okay, I like that. I can respect that. Or Lisa Leslie being a part of Unrivaled and speaking well of these youngsters and being out there and helping players with their games a little bit and stuff like that. That should be Sheryl Swoopes. But instead, when someone says GOAT, many are turned off, and they're always going back to what is the deal with her and Caitlin Clark. And it just makes me sad because I was a huge Sheryl Swoopes fan, a huge Cynthia Cooper fan, Sheryl Swoopes fan, Tina Thompson fan, Kim Perrott, Jeanette Arcane. I mean, all the Coach Van Chancellor who coached the Comets. I mean, a huge. I mean, up here I got, that was after their second championship. There's old VHS up there. And I had a Sheryl Swoopes jersey. I used to record every Houston Comets game for a long time. I would record on a VHS, set my VCR. Even if I watched it, I recorded them because I would play them back and I'd watch, especially Cynthia Cooper. I would study her moves, rewind, watch again, and then go out on the court and work on it and duplicate it when I was playing against other people. So, you know, Cynthia Cooper, Sheryl Swoopes, I loved them. And yet now there's this weight that hangs over her name and her legacy. And it just makes me sad. She's done it to herself. But yeah, that's just my thought. I just found that something that just jumped out at me. So in any case, since she called Sheryl Swoopes the GOAT, and yeah, I mean, you're not going to find a lot of people who are going to give her a hard time for saying that, for sure, if you've seen Sheryl Swoopes play. And in case you haven't, though, I am going to let you see a little something, and hopefully the music in the background doesn't get me a copyright situation. But anyway, take a look at this little clip here of some Sheryl Swoopes stuff. This is over at Andscape on X. And of course, I will put the link in the description of this video.
Picked up by Barnes. She drives right around her. Right baseline. Spinner in the lane. In and out and back in again. Swoopes hits a long three. Swoopes takes it inside. Great move by Sheryl Swoopes. Swoopes the board. Oh my goodness. Swoopes long cross court past Cooper. In from the left. Scoops and scores. Barton Swoopes knocks it down. Sheryl Swoopes.
She is always on time.
Swoopes, the all-time leader in steals, has one here, and Swoopes gives Houston the lead.
Swoopes, another long three-pointer. Oh. She got it! Are you kidding me?
She's the best player in the WNBA.
Oh, the Comets, bloodthirsty. Swoopes on a spin. What an impressive half for Houston.
Check by to Maya Walker. Swoopes goes baseline. Sheryl Swoopes scores to tie. 8 seconds to play.
Here comes Sheryl, weaving through traffic, through three players, four, all the way in, dishes off to Coop for the bucket. Come on, Sheryl, hustle down. Rosati's waiting for it, gets it to Swoopes. Down low, Valdemoro puts up a hook shot and scores. It's a triple-double for Swoopes, the first ever in the history of the WNBA.
I know some of y'all gonna get in the comments and be like, we don't care. But man, that was some good basketball. I used to study her also. One of the moves, she was known for going to her left, just two real quick dribbles in the quickest, the fastest release ever. And everybody knew Sheryl Swoopes loved to go left, but nobody could stop her. And she was so quick. And I remember I would hear people say on the television that if you think it looks fast on television, how fast she is in the open court. see it in person. I mean, it's like lightning. So anyway, yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I want to talk about with Sheryl Swoopes. I wonder if she could redeem herself. I wonder if she would be willing to say, you know what, I had an issue. I don't know, but guys, let's just start over here. And I don't know. I'm just talking, but it just, like I said, it makes me sad as someone who was a huge fan to see what has become every time her name is mentioned, what has become of it. And people are forgiving people. It would be kind of interesting if she sort of backtracked a little bit and instead became a huge advocate for not just the Angel Reese's as she is, but also show some respect for Caitlin Clark, because that's really where people have noticed her being a little sour, it seems, for whatever reason. Her legacy stands for itself. There's no reason for her to be sour. Anyway, I'd just love to know your thoughts. You heard Kelsey Mitchell. Once she saw some of these videos, she said, she's got to be the GOAT. What are your thoughts? Get in the comments, of course, and be respectful in so doing. And hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. I'll catch you next time, God willing. And I'm thinking that next time will be for the Unrivaled 101 tournament tonight. We're going to see how much of that I can make. That's my plan, to getting on that. So I'll catch you next time. Hopefully then, God willing. God bless you abundantly.